time.
And we're back! Oh, Flash!
No substance.
So today's top 5 is the top 5 horror movies that involve kids.
All right. So are we gonna clarify the kids thing?
All right, so here we go. All right. I thought you were gonna say something else. All right. So The Prodigy is gonna be out in theaters, and you know what? Creepy kids always, they could make or break a horror movie, but usually they make it.
Because one, I don't think people like doing acting scenes with a lot of kids because they don't feel like they don't deliver lines right, blah, blah, blah. But you know what kids can do? Creepy.
Absolutely.
It's like you don't have to deliver a line well to be creepy.
And the kid Miles on The Prodigy is no different, and plays the part pretty good. So these are pretty much our favorites. Comment below and let us know your favorites. Terrence, go first.
All right, so I had so much fun making my list that you guys are gonna hate anyway because I went in a different angle. Last time I said they were gonna hate yours.
They hated mine, the Bruce Willis, but okay, it's all right.
But this one you guys probably aren't gonna agree with, unless you're a millennial. You'll probably agree with it if you're a millennial. So number
5,
I went Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, based on a video game, which they talk about. There's no good video game movies.
Oh, that's one of them.
That's one of them. That is absolutely one of them. It's about a creep kid who was adopted, got taken in by his family, he's having these crazy dreams. Mom wants to help out the kid, takes back where it came from, takes her back where she came from, and then basically walks through purgatory. You know, it's like, and then all the visual things that they brought over from the video game. Hey, take note, Resident Evil. All the visual things they brought over from the video game, all the characters and places and stuff like that. It was an amazing film. Too bad they screwed it up with the second one.
Very Hellraiser-ish.
Very Hellraiser-ish, which is probably why I liked it so much.
Yeah, the nurse was like right out of cinema.
It was PG-13 Hellraiser.
That was PG-13. That was rated R.
No, it's PG-13. Okay. The second one was rated R.
Oh, okay.
The second one was rated R. The first one was PG-13. That's why you never really saw a lot of
Heckraiser.
Hashtag Heckraiser.
Number 4!
This is probably another controversial pick because the first time I saw this film, I didn't like it. But the second and third, the fourth and fifth and 10th time I've seen this film, it's one of my favorite films.
Oh, okay, I'm curious. Go ahead.
The Witch.
That movie sucked. Really?
I knew you were gonna say I liked it.
I walked into that movie. That movie was boring.
That movie is not boring. That movie is really good because it talks about this pilgrim era family and like
village.
Basically, it's the village.
It's a village with a black goat.
No, the movie is underrated. It's underrated. When you watch the film, maybe the first viewing that you see in this film, you're kind of like, you didn't quite get it because it's very Blair Witch-ish, where like it takes some while to get to some things and kind of hint and kind of infer things, but they don't really show you, and they show how a family can turn on one daughter based on just their whole belief system. And then the things really start to happen and how it's all kind of pointing towards the girl even though she has nothing to do with it. That was a really good film. It makes you, and then you understand, spoiler, it makes you really feel like you can absolutely push somebody towards something whether or not they really intended to be there in the beginning. Right. So that's why I like The Witch. If you haven't seen it the first time, if you didn't enjoy it the first time, watch it again. Like I said, the first time I was just kind of meh. Second and third times, I really got it.
So basically, it takes 10 times to like this movie.
It takes 10 times to like this movie. Sometimes it's not good if you can't do it 10 times.
That's very true. Number 3!
Number 3, I went with, and I actually changed this up because I started to think about the what's the word I want to look like? The impact of the child in this film.
Okay.
And so the impact of the child in this film didn't happen to the second half of the movie, and that's The Exorcist.
Exorcist at number 3.
At number 3, and I know everybody wants to say Exorcist should be ranked more because it's one of the best horror movies ever. No, the first half of this film is boring AF.
I don't want to hear ever about me having Die Hard at 3 ever again.
Look, hold up. By the way, the first Die Hard should never be number 3. But the first Exorcist, the first Exorcist, yeah, it was the first Exorcist. But The Exorcist should be at number 3 because it's boring in the first half. It really is.
Very true. No, I say that all the time.
It doesn't become interesting until the second half.
Until she gets possessed.
If they need to do another director's edit and just cut out the first half of this film and just show her in bed spitting and saying that your mother sucks cocks in hell. If they start there,
okay.
This is a great movie.
Far from Heckraiser. Number 2!
Number 2, and Manny's gonna love this one that I put this at number 2.
Right.
This is the Babadook, sir. Look, as a horror film that features a kid, there's no creepier kid than that little boy in that film. I felt so bad for the mom in this film because not only he's like ADHD, not only is he like basically having a hard time dealing with his father passing, but this ghost that's haunting them, or this demon or entity that's haunting them, basically it seems like it's because of the son, and the mom's like losing her mind. There's a scene in the thing where she can't even masturbate because the whole
That's right.
That's so sad.
That is horrible. Now that's punishment.
That is punishment. She's like, she's trying to get a moment to herself, and then the son comes in and ruins that. I'm like, man, this is messed up.
Yeah, she's not even married.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, she was married, and then the
I know, but I'm feeling that now. I'm being married.
Oh, there you go.
No, I'm just kidding.
Number 1. Excuse me. Number one. Wait, did we go in order here? But did I not write myself? It was 5, 4, with 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, there we go. Number 1. Poltergeist.
That's a good pick.
That is a great pick.
That is a very good pick.
It's like we got 3 movies of creepy kid. And the first one is the one that's the one where all the scares is. That's where the whole franchise started from. Just the whole thing that we're here. And I'm having to deal with her and Carol Ann and everybody was creepy in the movie, to be honest. But the creepy kid is what really kind of sold you on this film and how she dealt with things and talking to the entities or the ghosts from I don't want to say it, like the other side. But yeah, it was like you can't pass that up, man. It's a great film. They screwed it up in the remake. They did. You know why? Because of white privilege. Because I still couldn't get past the point. Look, he maxed out all these credit cards and then he bought a house with no job. How the hell? Nobody on earth can do that.
That's a good point.
But the special effects from back then were great. And like I said, rest in peace to that little girl.
Yeah.
She did a great job. And like I said, she led a franchise in this film.
Yeah,
it was a great horror movie. Like I said, it got a remake because of a reason.
Yeah. All right, solid picks.
It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Millennials, you're on my side. You like this one.
Number 5. My number 5 is Let Me In.
Really?
Chloe Grace Moretz in the remake to the Let the Right One In.
Okay.
She was amazing in that movie. I mean, the makeup effects of her being a vampire were just awesome, and her acting was really good, real creepy. And the little boy that she was with too, they played off each other really good. And the ending is absolutely phenomenal.
Never seen this movie.
You've never seen this movie? You've got to see this movie. At least fast forward to the end for the pool
scene. It's Exorcist Part 2.
It is the pool scene. Well, she's a vampire in the movie, but the pool scene is just noteworthy by itself. So if you have not seen it, Terrence, see Let Me In.
Terrence loves every pool scene.
This is true. Number 4. It's Child's Play.
Child's Play. I flirted with this one on my list. Because was the kid really creepy?
There were some scenes that he was, yeah. I wanted to get him by the freaking overalls. Freaking idle hands his ass. But anyway, Andy Barkley, started it all with Child's Play and Chucky and all that. Yeah. So yeah, it was really, really good. It was good.
3 movies.
He was good.
3 movies are trying to possess this one little kid.
Exactly. See, even Chucky said, "Man, you creepy as hell." Shit, I need to possess your ass because I'm gonna come back. as you.
That my only part is like I just felt like he was a loving little kid and like just misunderstood and like everybody was like, "Hey, I'm trying to tell you."
Just like you said with the witch until he's pushed.
All right, you win that argument.
All right, number 3. All right, now this is kind of new, and the original number 3 I had to take it out because I thought about this movie, and it's just creepy as shit, and it's Hereditary. Have you seen that movie?
I did. I saw
Hereditary
it
is freaking spooky as shit.
Is it creepy because the kid?
Yes, that kid is creepy. She was a great actress, beautiful little girl, but she played the part what she did in that was just
That movie was creepy as hell. I'm not gonna lie, that movie was creepy.
it was, and you know
and that pole scene. Oh,
I thought that was brutal. I didn't think that showing the head with the ants on it was necessary. To be honest with you, I really don't think.
For shock value.
It was, but I don't think that it was necessary. I think they should have gone, "What's in the box?" route. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah, so that's my number 3. Number two is also The Exorcist.
You had it one spot higher.
I had to because Linda Blair made that much of an impact in 1973 and has not stopped since. Well, she looks better now, but we know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
But what she did on screen and as being, 12-year-old Reagan and capturing the whole essence of being possessed and along with the makeup, playing around with that makeup and what she did with it.
Yeah.
Man, she was just awesome. And I don't remember if she was nominated for an Oscar for that, but damn it.
No.
She was amazing in that movie.
I remember. Did you see her in the Heretic?
Don't ever mention The Heretic to me.
I guess she was nice in The Heretic.
No, but the movie sucked. All right, anyway.
I watched that movie for way different reasons than anybody else watched that movie.
Number 1. It's Children of the Corn.
Really? Talking about boring films, man. Outlander. Talk about boring. You gonna give me crap for The Witch being boring? You picked Village of the
Too Malachi.
You picked Children of the Damned. Because I was about to say Village of the Damned because it was basically
Village of the Corn.
Children of the Corn. You picked Children of the Corn, and you don't think that movie's boring.
I don't think that movie is boring at all. I thought it was suspenseful. I thought the kid that played Isaac was freaking scary as shit. And I just had this conversation with a guy named Matt. I had this conversation with
Wait, which Children of the Corn? Because they remade it like 17 times.
Part 1, the first one.
No, I mean like the remakes. Like
No, the
original one. Okay.
Yeah, the original one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that Isaac, before he gets shot up and dead and killed, was scarier when he was just normal Isaac. He comes back and he's all bleeding and he's going after Malachi. That was not scary compared to how he looked just waking up in the morning and washing his face and getting dressed. He was scarier like that. But you had Linda Hamilton in it, Peter Horton. I mean, all of them were unknown. Not a lot of them besides Linda Hamilton went on.
It was so boring they played it on regular TV during the day.
Who cares? They played Halloween on the marathon during the day. Who cares? But either way, hey man, that's Stephen King. That was a great movie. I love that movie. And there's a part where they're kind of defacing these religious pictures, and they deface the Virgin Mary, and how they defaced her was like really ugly. That part scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. And that was what, in 84? It was freaking scary as shit, dude. I think it was in 84.
Okay.
So, honorable mentions,
because I felt bad because I felt like I left some stuff off that probably people want to put on their list or are going to get like, I can't believe you left us off your list. So I did mention Pet Sematary. I did Sinister. Almost made my list. Almost made my list.
That's an ugly movie, man.
That is an ugly movie.
I do not watch. I've seen that movie one time. That was enough for me.
Nah, that is an ugly movie. It was flirting on my list. Silent Hill beat it out because I really like Silent Hill. I put The Others.
That's good.
Carrie, because it just flirts that line of being a kid. She's a senior in high school. Flirts that line.
I wish you took that approach in real life.
And because he reminded me, I didn't include it 2017.
Okay. All right, so mine starts out with The Ring.
Oh, The Ring.
Samara, that's a creepy kid. Halloween 4, Danielle Harris, when she was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's when she was going to take over the franchise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I screwed that up.
I also had Pet Sematary, The Bad Seed. That was back in like the 50s and stuff, but that little girl scared the hell out of me too. Sixth Sense. I had it last year.
Really?
I had it last top 5. That's why I didn't want to do it again because it was on there. I didn't want to do that again. Damien Omen 2.
I never got into the Damien films. The Omen films. I never really got into.
But I thought that the kid that played Damien in that movie of Omen 2 was a lot scarier and creepier than Omen 1. Yeah, so that's why I picked that one. Shining.
I did have Shining. I forgot to mention it.
Which Ewan McGregor, I found out today that Ewan McGregor is going to play older Danny in The Shining Part 2.
Really?
Dr. Sleep. It's called Dr. Sleep. Yeah, so he's playing the older Danny. Ewan McGregor's everything. He's doing everything but Obi-Wan. Damn it. I need some Obi-Wan. All right, anyway, so I had Stephen King's It, Shining, and then I had The Good Son, with Macaulay Culkin. Yeah.
That was a better Omen film out of all of them.
That was a better Bad Seed movie, actually.
Actually, there you go.
Yeah.
That was, look, the Macaulay Culkin. Get back out there. Do some more stuff.
The cliff scene, that was tough. That was tough to watch, but I understood. Then I think about my son and I'm like, damn. Nah, I'll just get the belt whooped his ass. All right.
Watch your back, sir. Watch your back.
So let us know your top 5 of horror movies involving kids in however you want to categorize.
There you go. Just look, we were like really loose on kids. It's like they haven't graduated school. Put it on your list.
All right.
Put it on your list.
Terrence, take it home.
All right, so yeah, like you were saying, like make your top 5 list, put it down below in the comments, do an amalgamation of both of our lists, or add in a bunch of things that we didn't mention. Obviously,
Who got it right?
yeah. Obviously, we had so many honorable mentions. There's tons that you can put on your list, so put it down in the comments below. If this is, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button as well as the notification button, so that way you are aware of all the other videos that we do on the channel. Chris.
I'm curious about this. I'm curious about
What's your list? Because I want to know now.
I'm curious about it.
I want to know now. You always pick something I was like, I've never seen that film before.
Yeah, be sure you check out The Prodigy. It comes out on February 8th. For Aspen and Art, wherever the hell they're at, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And we'll see you next time.
I'm going to look that up. Godzilla porn.
And he puts the tail in between his legs.
There you go. This is... How do you think he got that radioactive breath?
Yep. Why do you think Mothra was born with those 2 freaking worms?
Those 2 girls.
Those 2 girls.
Those 2 girls.
I don't know. All right.
Right there.
Let's go.
2 girls and a kaiju.